All right, we are going to continue to complete our stack application. And so what we're going to do is start off with creating a peek method. And that's going to let you see the current item sitting at the top of the stack. So let's just go ahead and type in the name of the method to be peek. And as stated, all we're going to do is indicate that the index of the stack is top. All right. Next is going to be to jump over to our main method, and we are going to finish up writing the code to execute this. So we can start off by creating an instance of stack called the stack equals a new instance of it. And we're going to set the limit of the stack to be 4. Now I'll start populating the stack with some movie names. I'm a big fan of movies. So let's start off with the first movie being Star Wars. Now I'll go ahead and copy and paste this a few times and replace the name here to be Jaws. And then Jaws 2. Not many people know that there's been a sequel to Jaws, so I'd just like to remind people, it's not that I couldn't think of any other movies. The next movie I will put down is my very favorite in the whole wide world, and that's Titanic. I have no shame in admitting that. If you say it with confidence, people accept it. And down here, I will put down Rocky. All right, so we have 5 movies here. And keep in mind, we set the limit to 4. Next, just to keep things neat, on the console, we will write out the stack contains, and then we will iterate through the stack and print out the content. And we'll do that with a while statement. And the condition will be to continue iterating through while the stack is not empty. And I don't see empty right now is empty, and that's most likely because we have it set as private. Is empty. Okay, we're in business. No anarchy. Within the while statement, we'll go ahead and assign a variable called movie, and then invoke pop. So we're going to be iterating through and writing out the content, but we're popping at the same time. So simulating removing things from the stack. Write line with the movie name. All right, let's go ahead and run this to see our output. Now, before I run it, I want to make sure that my project is set as the default. So I'll go ahead and set that as startup project and execute. Control F5. And here's our results. The stack is full, and that makes sense that that will be printed out because we tried to add 5 items when the limit was 4. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller, see what's going on. As you can see, Titanic is at the top of the stack because we pushed Star Wars first, then Jaws 2, then Titanic, and then we tried to do Rocky, but Rocky could not get in since the stack was full. So the last thing that we see at the top of the stack is Titanic. And if you recall, whenever we pop, the last item that was put into the stack is what is going to be popped. So if we were to pop again, then Titanic would go, then it would be Jaws 2, and so forth. So let's go ahead and close this out now and try something else. It's going to be using our peek method. I'll write out to the console here that we are about to peek. And then I will, to save time, just paste in my invocation of the peek method. So we are peeking the item that's at the top of the stack. So it's going to write that out within single quotes. And then right after it, it'll say whatever that name of the item is at the top of the stack. All right, so now when we save and run, once again, we see that the stack is full, and at the top of the stack is Titanic.